We're getting new insight into the fireworks industry. ABC 10 talked with an expert sharing some perspective on how the industry works. What happened in Esparto is something fireworks companies across the country are talking about.
Everybody in the industry is very concerned about what happened, and we need to learn from it.
Julie Heckman is the executive director of the American Pyrotechnics Association, a national organization promoting the safe design and responsible use of fireworks. These two companies so far listed with operating in some capacity in Esparto were not part of the association. Heckman says on occasion, some companies may need to store fireworks at another location because of ATF regulations. She says sometimes there's an ATF licensee and they're maxed out on what their storage magazines are able to hold. If they're getting a new supply and can't store it at their property, they might contract with someone else for space and find legal storage somewhere else.
I have heard of this situation before. So typically a licensee, which is what we would call Black Star or Devastating Fireworks, they're licensed by ATF so that they have a regulated licensed storage facility for fireworks.
Heckman says a company can make an arrangement contractually to store their products separately, but from the other company at the same location.
And I've been advised that it's really not a storage facility, that the magazine storage was off-site and products were brought in, and that this was what we would call, under ATF terms, a pack house or a prep house.
Heckman is not involved in the investigation into the fire and explosion in Esparto, but she explained investigators would be looking at the specific licenses for each company and their responsibilities.
The responsibility, I think, would be separated between the two entities, that just because they're on shared land, ATF would require that the company responsible for the product would have to maintain the inventory records, the distribution records, and things of that nature. They would be responsible for it.
We're also learning this fire happened at Black Star Fireworks, owned by Esparto Fire Protection volunteer firefighter Craig Cutright.
It's a warehouse that stores fireworks for multiple Northern California cities and counties. The company had a valid license to operate through 2026.